Hi everyone, welcome to Vivi's Corner of the Internet. I'm Vivi, and in this video, we're going to be talking about this woman right here, featured on the New York Post, and how she claims to be a life coach. I use that phrase in quotations because based on the title here, she gets paid to teach women how to manipulate men and how to get what they want from said men. Now, before we get into this article, I want to have you guys watch this video clip of her and how she explains the way she does her teachings and manipulates men. Let's take a listen, shall we?
In order to have a good relationship and have power in your relationship as a woman, you need to know two things. I'm going to tell you those things now. Number one, how to make your man the happiest that he can ever be and has ever been. You need to understand him. Does he need space? Does he need sex? Does he need food? What does he need? What makes him feel the best? You need to study and analyze exactly what makes that man the happiest, right? And be able to deliver that to him like no one else can. Number two, and this is the key, okay? Listen to me. Men, go away. You need to understand what makes him miserable. You need to understand.
No, I'm stopping right there because that is unfair to the man. You're not supposed to learn how to make a man miserable. That's just not fair. Let's have her finish.
How to make his life terrible. You know why you need the skill? Because if he makes your boundary, you need to be able to make his life terrible. And this is, everyone can write toxic advice, whatever. But that's what I mean when I say understanding your man, okay? And if they come to you respectfully and say, look, can we talk about this now? Then you can talk to them, yes. But you need to make those two things clear. You can make their life heaven and you can make their life hell.
Okay. I have many problems with what this woman is saying. It is unfair for any woman to manipulate a man and make his life heaven and hell. That's not the purpose of having a relationship between the two of you. It's to work things out whenever problems arise, come to compromises. You don't have to agree on everything. You guys aren't supposed to agree on everything. But when you're in a relationship, you guys are partners for life or partners until something happens and then you break off the relationship for whatever reason it may be. But, and I'm also going to add that I'm sure she's not the only woman who is being a life coach to other women and teaching this sort of thing to other women to manipulate men. And then you wonder why men out there have problems finding good women because women like her teach other women these skills to manipulate men to get what they want. How about you just get a job, work hard, earn some money, and buy what you want? I can't. All right, let's get into this article. I, I just need to say this, guys. I don't like women that are like this because they think this is like so good, women empowerment and all this bullshit. It's bullshit. Okay? Women should not be acting this way. Women should not be manipulating men into getting whatever they want. You want something, you work hard for it, you earn some money, and you buy what you want. But no, that's not the type of society we need to have. So, here on the New York Post, a glamorous life coach, I say that sarcastically, says women can, quote, manipulate men into getting what they want simply by amplifying their femininity. All right. Margarita Nazarenko, 34, says the sexes are fundamentally different and is encouraging women to embrace their feminine energy if they want their partners to provide them with a lavish lifestyle. Quote, if you want men to do more for you, amplify your femininity, the Australian based beauty told Southwest News Service on Tuesday. Men crave femininity and get huge fulfillment from serving feminine energy. Yes. I mean, I will say that if you want to make yourself attractive to men, yes, you would want to, dress nicely, not so provocatively that you really leave nothing to the imagination, in my personal opinion. And yeah, that's what men want. They want a feminine female. I mean, not all men are like that. Men have their different tastes and preferences and whatnot. But I would say maybe the majority, they would like, someone very feminine, someone who, like, someone who just wants to be there for them. Just someone who wants to love on them and care for them, just like the women would want the men to love and care on them as well. Besides all the looks and all the vanity and all that stuff, like personality and the way you portray yourself, you carry yourself goes a long way than looks. Looks will fade over time, people, in case you were not aware. Nazarenko, who is married to a surgeon and frequently flaunts her envy-inducing lifestyle on Instagram, of course she does, uses three different animals to unpack female archetypes. Okay. First, there is the divine deer, who is the epitome of feminine energy that every woman should aspire to be. Okay, sure. Second, there is the overworked dairy cow, who does everything and is tired. Nazarenko, who is a mom of one, says many women fall into this category. In order to break out, she says females, quote, must learn to set boundaries in motherhood and share duties with their partner instead of trying to do everything. That should just be a given. I mean, granted, it depends on the type of situation that you're in. Unfortunately, we have a lot of single mothers out there or single fathers out there kind of, going about raising their kids. Does the other partner help? They might. Others just abandon their kids, or the actual single parent just pushes the other parent out of the life, and then you wonder why we have so many delinquent teenagers out there. They only have one parent in the household, and you don't have a dominating figure to help bring their behavior under control. So when it comes to a couple and you have children, the responsibility should be shared between the two. Of course, you guys need to talk that out. Communication is so important when it comes to relationships. If there is no communication, the relationship is going to fail, regardless of whatever else happens. Communication is a very important key when it comes to relationships. You don't have that, it's going to be hard to work out that relationship. But at the end of the day, moms and dads should be sharing the duties. I mean, depending on the situation, if you have the husband, the man out there working hard, working every single day to provide for the family, and the woman, the mom, is at home raising all the kids, that's like the balance, I would have to say, between the two. I mean, granted, every situation, every relationship is different, but you need to talk that out with your significant other and see how you guys can find compromise when it comes to situations like these. Like, I don't have kids, I can't speak for everyone. I don't have kids of my own. I have cats, so I take care of my cats when I can. They're basically my kids. But like actually having kids, like with your spouse, like that stuff needs to be talked about. Like everything that's going to be happening long term with your kids and the relationship needs to be talked about. You take things like day by day, situations come up day by day, but when you want to talk long term, like growing a family, expanding your family and stuff like that, you need to talk and see how to balance that out. It's not like the woman has to do everything or the man has to do everything. No, there should be compromise, there should be shared duties. Like that's how it should work. But again, everybody's situation is different, but at least majority wise, that's how it should be, in my opinion. Meanwhile, the third animal is a workhorse, a dominant masculine role that is far removed from the feminine energy that women should aspire to have. Quote, I was in the horse archetype my whole life, Nazarenko revealed. I wanted to pay for bills, and in turn, I was chasing men who didn't want to be with me. Okay, so your whole life, you attributed yourself to being the workhorse, that you had to work, pay your bills, and make sure that you were doing okay. And then once you found a man, you didn't have to pay your bills anymore. You had your man pay your bills, step up, and all that stuff. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. By embracing her feminine energy, however, Nazarenko met the man of her dreams, surgeon Simon, age 42. The blonde beauty insists that the word manipulate means influence in a skillful manner, and that it isn't actually about swindling a partner. Instead, it is about finding a way for both parties to get what they want. False. I'm just calling false right here. And I actually have the definition of manipulate pulled up here, just so that we can see if her definition matches what the actual definition of manipulate is. So we have two different definitions here for manipulate: handle or control, typically in a skillful manner, so some kind of tool or mechanism. That's the first definition. Second definition: control or influence a person or situation cleverly, which is probably the way she likes to define it, unfairly, or unscrupulously. Okay, the way I've always defined manipulate is when you are doing it for nefarious reasons. Do people manipulate to try to get something for what they want? Yeah, this is what this woman is doing. And this is what this woman is trying to teach other women to do to men, which is unfair. It's not right. Because you think you can get everything that you want from the man, and then will the man benefit? Maybe sex, food, something you give him. But can you continue doing this for the rest of your life and think the man is just going to put up with it? I don't know. My dudes out there, to each their own, I want to say, but to the majority of men, don't fall for the manipulation of women. Please don't. It's sad because I'm sure a lot of women go through this. They go through trying to manipulate the man, trying to get whatever they want from the man. Like the men are simping for the women. It's very sad. It should not be happening, but this is how low the self-esteem has gotten for men that they have to go out of their way tripping themselves to try to get the attention of a woman, a very beautiful woman. Um, it's sad. It doesn't have to get to this point, but unfortunately, this is how our society has what our society has become, and it's just sad. For instance, Nazarenko recently manipulated her man into a lavish trip to the US, but both parties benefited. Quote, Simon wanted to buy an RV, and I acted interested in his dream, and we went to an RV convention in Las Vegas, she explained. But then we also ended up going on an amazing holiday and stayed in Las Vegas, Los Angeles, and San Francisco, and he didn't buy an RV. Okay, so you just kind of manipulated your way verbally to him to say, we don't need an RV, but we can go to all these other places without the RV. Is that what I'm getting here? That's the vibe I'm getting here. According to her Instagram bio, Nazarenko is a life coach, although a link to her page only directs to an email sign up for quote future online courses. Of course. So she's not an actual life coach. That's why I said it in quotations at the beginning of this video. She's not an actual life coach. She just has this fake ass title saying that she's a life coach, and all she's doing is using these manipulative tactics, sharing it to women, teaching women to use these same tactics on men in hopes that it's going to work on the men. Men, if you're watching this video, don't fall for these tactics. Please use your brains, like wake up, listen to what these women are doing because women are much more manipulative than men. Me as a woman saying that, I know. I've seen stories, I've heard stories, the internet is full of dark places. Besides that, you hear all these women just saying, "Oh, I can do this to the man, I can do this," and like the men fall for it. It's like, dudes, my dudes, don't fall for this. Don't fall for this. Like women think they have to be up on all this pedestal. I'm saying no, we don't need to be up on that pedestal. You, these women want equality, like true equality. You got to work just as hard as the man if you want equality, but no. No, the women want everything handed to them. It's like, no, no, lady. Actually get out there, work, get a job, make some money, and buy the stuff that you want. Stop manipulating the man. Getting tired of this crap. For now, the Feminine Beauty is sharing some of her top tips with Southwest News Service for free, telling women how to maximize their relationships. First, the Australian says women should not force their husbands into making lifestyle changes, but rather influence or manipulate them into doing so. For instance, if you want your partner to start going to the gym because he is overweight, you should start going yourself. According to Nazarenko, the best form of influence or manipulation is a partner seeing what it does for you instead of telling him he needs to go. Okay, I'm done reading this. I can't. It's when I hear and see stories like this, it just makes me cringe because women should not be acting this way. Like, yes, you're beautiful, you're feminine, you're attractive. You don't have to do much for men to pay attention to you. Besides all that, your personality, you have to make sure that shines through and that will overtake any physical attribute that you have. Are physical attributes nice? Yes, for both men and for women. But what's going to shine through at the end? Your personality, how you are as a character, what are your morals, what are your values? You find someone that matches up like that, you're going to have a relationship long standing, like for as long as you want it to happen, for as long as you want it to be. But using these types of tactics to manipulate men, no. Ladies, we need to do better. This is bullshit. It should not be happening. Men, wake up. Please do not fall for the tactics from women such as these. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Thank you so much for checking out my little corner of the internet. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it out there, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and ring the notification bell so you are notified of my next upload. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Bye!